Hi, this video touches the major reason of HR candidate being rejected in HR interview and discusses in brief to deal with it. This is Guru Prasad from Global Talent Search. In this video, we shall discuss which statutory knowledge you require to get selected. HR person, you should have a statutory knowledge. You should be able to deal with employee benefits administration, related statutory compliances, and employee grievance handling. First, we will see the answer which interviewer hates to hear from HR candidate. What's that? Mostly when basic statutory question is asked to HR candidate, the answer is our labor consultant takes care of it. Then the question comes to the mind of HR interviewer is, then why HR person is needed? Second point, we'll see here some points which will help you to understand the basic of statutory. Those who think after going through it that they already know it can skip this video or skip the part which they know. HR, you should know when PF Act is applicable to a particular organization. For example, now it's more than 20 employees and other related PF Act provisions. Current EPF, Employee Provident Fund, employees contribution, the contribution which is deducted from employee salary is 12%. And PF employer's contribution which is not deducted from employee salary is divided into two portions. One is employee pension scheme which is 8.33%. And another portion is EPF, that is employer's PF contribution, which is 3.67%. There is another contribution which only employer contributes, which is called EDLI, which is employees deposit linked insurance. There are specific benefits to employees for EDLI. You should have knowledge of PF administrative charges, which is 0.5% or rupees 500, whichever is higher. EDLI administrative charges which are currently nil. You should know what is voluntary PF. Can company contributes to PF if employees are less than 20? You should know all this. It's very difficult to cover all those points in the single video, so you can either go through Google or Bear and collect those information, though we'll be making separate videos on that. You should know as a HR till what basic PF is deducted. Currently it is rupees 15,000 or less. Does PF of an employee who is currently under PF, that is, suppose anybody is joining your company and from his salary PF is deducted and he is joining your company for the basic which is more than 15,000, can PF of that employee has to be compulsorily deducted even though he is being appointed in your company for salary more than 15,000, for basic more than 15,000. You should know this as HR. You should be aware of recent Supreme Court decision of which statutory components are to be included while calculating basic on which PF is to be deducted. As a HR person, you should have knowledge of this. You can't say that our consultant takes care of it. Then why HR person is needed? That's the question will come into HR interviewers' mind. Earlier to the Supreme Court's decision, only salary component which is specified as basic and dearness allowance was considered for calculation of PF. But after Supreme Court decision, the definition of basic is changed and it includes other components which is specifically even not termed as basic. So as a HR person, you should know this. Now we'll move to ESIC. In case of ESIC, remember employees contribution to ESIC, that is the amount which is deducted from employee's salary, is 0.75%. Here gross salary is calculated. The meaning of gross salary, you can go through Bear Act or you can search in Google and find out the information. Employer's contribution to ESIC is 3.25%. As a chairperson, you should know when ESIC Act is applicable to any organization, whether it is 10, whether it is 20, you should know this. Then what are benefits under ESIC to employees? Those who want to know it readily can go through our earlier videos. You will come to know. Subscribe to our channel for this. As a chair, can you guide an employee how to avail of, how to get those ESIC benefits without taking the help of consultant? Do you know this as HR person, as HR professional matters? Then comes ability of statutory consultation to employees as HR person, independent of any labor or statutory consultant. Do you have that ability? That matters. Are you aware of preparation of PF and ESIC online challan? Adding new employees on portals? Are you aware of procedure on exit, that is entering date of resignation or PF withdrawal or PF transfer, etc.? Can you sort out queries? Another point is, can you sort out queries of employees asked to you as HR by employees encountered them while operating on PF or ESIC portal? If employees are operating PF or ESIC portal, membership portal, and if they are having some problems, normally as a HR person, if you have consultant, might be directing to the consultant, but as HR you should know this. If consultant is not available, you as HR, it's your duty to solve that. So HR interviewer normally checks whether you have this ability. Then you should have basic knowledge of important grievances related act, that is, for example, industrial dispute acts, while sorting out employees' grievances. Remember to keep yourself updated on the recent statutory updates. For example, Atal Bimit Vyakti Kalyan Yojana, under which an employee gets 50% of salary for 3 months if he remains unemployed. Now, this is the recent amendment, which was earlier 25%. We are sure you shall make your preparation on the above points and do well in your HR interviews. Best of luck. Do subscribe to our channel. Goodbye.